Looking for Madden 21 Ultimate Team coins with fast delivery? IG Vault has the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 6% off your order. Oh, what's up YouTube? It's Duke back here from sportsgamers.com. Today's Madden 21 tip video, I'm going to break down the best play in the game that really nobody knows about. This play is super underrated, but yet it is super glitchy. It's very, very good. It really does an amazing job of attacking all the meta, most popular styles of defenses that people use. And we all know right now, most people are still running the nickel 3-5 wide, Mike Blitz 3. Some people are starting to run big nickel over G. But, most of the defenses we are facing right now are cover 3 based. Now, I'm actually in the Seattle playbook for this video, and we're going to be looking at the gun bunch. Very popular formation this year, but the play I'm about to show you is something that nobody really uses, and I guarantee you're going to want to add it into your offense because it attacks the defense just perfectly for the way the game is right now. And the play is going to be wide receiver, WR, curl. Now, there's two really, really unique routes on this play. They are run by the slot receiver and the outside right receiver in the bunch. So I would make sure to have your two best receivers in these positions. You probably want your best route runner in the slot and then a big body receiver that can catch as the outside receiver in the bunch. And let's just get into it now. I'm going to break down it against all the the meta stuff people use. We're going to start with Mike Blitz 3. Guys, before we get too much further in the video, I do want to remind you, if you're looking to get better at Madden 21, make sure to check out sportsgamers.com. So I put all my best premium tips, offensive and defensive ebooks and schemes up for sale to help you guys out. Also, if you enjoy my free YouTube content, my videos, my tips, my gameplays, make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. It really does help us out a lot. Be able to continue to do these videos for you guys. And if we can get 250 likes on this video, that'd be great. As a content creator to support, it really does help me out a lot. So, most people that run Mike Blitz 3 will use their zone drop set to 25, 5, and 5. It's very common for the cover 3 style defenses out right now. And I'll explain why. So, what most people are going to try to do is they want to take away the flat, but then they also want to take away the deep sideline because they don't want you to be able to throw, deep corners over their heads or crossers or routes like that. And then they just kind of look to use the middle of the field for maybe slants or posts. So the way to set this up would look something like this. They shade down, shade up to get the clouds, and then because the purples are set to 5, they put 2 purples, and then they just use this guy over the middle. Basically, this exact look right here. Now, it's going to be an annoying defense to face because, first of all, let's be honest. If you have, just a simple flat corner read, the sideline's going to get shut down as is the flat. So you really just need to learn how to attack the field kind of more so in the middle, in more vulnerable spots. And the route to Metcalf just does a super nice job of that, as does the route to Lockett. This is a super unique route that's going to get open. They're going to have to use both of these routes, basically. So we're going to go ahead and, like I said, you want to make sure your bunch is going to be on the wide side of the field. Always the same with bunch. Here we're on the left hash. So that means the bunch will be on the right side of the field. But if we happen to line up on the right hash, we would flip the formation and have our bunch on the left side of the field. So the setup of this play is actually super simple. All I'm going to do is put my outside receiver that's by himself on a smoke screen. Now, another little variation to this play you could do is if you do have Hot Route Master or a route or slot apprentice, you could just put the slot receiver on a post. But, the route he's already on is fine, so we don't need to do that. But that just is a variation you could utilize. But let's go ahead and run this play and just take a look at how it really does work. So the first thing you're going to see is that if you just lowball this route right here, that's going to be a catch every single time. And it's a good, safe throw because what happens is, we're going to do it again, is the zones will flare out to the sidelines, therefore just leaving that guy wide open in the middle of the field. Well, not the middle, but kind of, right outside the numbers. In a very, very, very unique place that's tough to defend. You guys can see here, he ended up dropping the ball somehow. Normally what I like to do on that pass is just possession catch it. I feel like that's a little bit safer for making sure that he holds onto the ball. Still, though, he should never drop a wide open pass like that. I've literally never seen that. That's very goofy. But again, it's just a low ball, and I like to possession catch it, and it's going to be there pretty much every time. The great thing about that is that route, actually, even if you lowball it, will still work against man coverage too. But let's just take a look at how it works. So first of all, you can see, like, if they don't cover this guy, he gets, he's open in the middle, but then he'll get behind the purple, but yet underneath the cloud. So that's like the perfect route to attack over there. Here, we're taking away the flat with the tight end, but then again, this guy kind of just sits down on his little hook route. Very unique area of the field, because normally hooks, they just don't sit in this little area. It is impossible to guard this little area from zone, and like I said, even if you man him up, he's still going to get open. So basically, they have a choice. Do they use him or him? And whichever one they use her, we just go the other way. So again, very simple, very easy read. You just click on, you want to possession catch it, and you should be able to, get that catch in there pretty much at will. Now let's say that they do run over to try to use her, the route we just threw, which is obviously the route to Metcalf. So let's just man them up, just kind of just try to like emulate that. And you're going to see what happens in that scenario. So if they do that, all you're going to look to do is just attack the middle. You can throw it quickly. But if they stay at home and, you're not really comfortable with your read quick like that, you can just wait for it to get behind the purple zone. The purple zone will not be able to guard that. And it will also get underneath the cloud flat. So let's take a look again. Again, all we do is we smoke screen the outside receiver that's by himself. That's it. Such an easy setup. But you guys can see, so it just gets behind. Easy little dot. The best thing about this is you don't need to send the running back on a route. So what a lot of people will do is something like this, where they'll just blitz, these players right here, and if you don't block the running back, they're gonna have an untouched player coming at you each and every time. But with this setup right here, as you guys can see, the running back's gonna block, and you're gonna be able to make that easy read. The other nice thing about this play is, say that they, see that you're kind of attacking them in unique areas, and they start taking away their flats and using, basically hook zones to try to, cover this better. You have a flat read with a smoke screen and tight and flat on each side of the field, so that's not going to be, that's not going to be something they can do. And honestly, you're able to throw that little hook route even around hook zones once you get the hang of it. So, another thing they might try to do is just play Tampa 2 on you. Tampa 2 is not too common, but, at the same time, look, you can still throw this route right in between all these zones. It truly is super glitchy. Like, this route has got to be user-defended. It's just so tough. And like I said, even if they play man coverage, as you guys are going to see here, that's still going to be able to be thrown because it's just going to get underneath the man defender. As soon as he turns around, you just do a low ball, possession, aggressive catch, or whatever you want to do. And that has got to be usered every time. All right, I've yet to be able to find a consistent way to stop this route without using it. It just gets open. That's all I can really say about it. And then also, this route is going to be man-to-man too, especially if you have a receiver here with this high speed and route running. He's going to get open every play. Lockett, he's solid. He's not like the best or anything, but he's solid. And as you guys can see there, he got wide open. Now, again, I always say this, but, if you're playing Mutt, you're going to need the best players in the game because, well, let's be honest, the defense is going to have the best defenders in the game. But if you're playing regs, it's not a huge deal. Like, you don't need the craziest stats in the world because the defenders aren't going to be aren't going to be amazing. Because, regs, every team has weaknesses. So it's not as important on regs. Mainly when I'm speaking for stats, it's more so for you Mutt guys. But regs, still you're going to want to put your best players in position to be able to, make it work. So, as you guys can see, this really does a great job of attacking the nickel 3-5 wide meta. Now, another defense a lot of people will use is actually this defense that I just recently put up as a tip is this strong safety blitz 3 from the the big nickel over G, which is, again, it's cover 3 based, but it's a little bit different style defense because most people are going to try to mix in blitzing with coverage and whatnot. But again, this is just a really good play to attack this too because it just, you're not going to be able to blitz me. I have too many quick reads. As you guys can see here, I could have went to the flat, the curl, or really the middle of the field. It's just a pick your poison type situation. I have the running back blocked again, so the only way you're going to be able to get pressure on me with the running back blocked is actually if you send 6. But, if you send 6, there's just way too many quick reads on this play. I have this guy right here in the flat, this guy right here in the flat. I have my curl, and then I have my quick route over the middle. And again, you guys can see, I've said this in so many different videos this year, But anytime you're going up against zone, if you can kind of create a triangle, a pyramid, you're going to destroy any zone in the game because they're just not set up to guard it. You can see here, boom, boom, boom. These three players, create a pyramid, triangle shape, whatever you want to call it. And what that does is it spreads out the zones with the spacing so that one of them is always going to be open, at least. And then also, more importantly, the user cannot bait that. That's just way too much area for a user to be able to bait. So as long as you take your time and make your read, they're not going to be able to trick you into throwing an interception. So I would highly recommend this play. If you run gun bunch, it's a must-have. That's why, honestly, I feel like if we're just talking gun bunch, period, Seattle right now would be my favorite gun bunch playbook because of this play. And then also they have a lot of the other very good meta plays as well. But this play really sets it over the top. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash that like button. It's Duke, and I'll be back with some more in a very short time.